Hello and welcome to today's video. This time it's another 100 main series vintage penguin paperbacks from my epic collection purchase from a couple of months ago. So sit back, relax, and let's get to it. Okay then, so these are penguins 1700 to 1800 in their main series, and these are sort of, is it about 62, 63, 64-ish sort of time period. That's sort of is what we're looking at today, and that's a really nice one to start off actually, so that's good news. We'll work our way through. I reckon once again we've probably got most of the 100 here, so that's good news. I've just been into my main collection and brought down the ones that I already owned in this particular 100, and I didn't have that many. I reckon I had maybe just under 50 or so. Evening Standard, that's what that looks like. Yeah, I reckon I had just under 50, something like that. So about average, I think, for this sort of time. I think this particular period of penguin are not massively scarce, from what I understand, you know. They're not mega rare. This one's looking a bit the worse for wear, but it's a crossword book. Very, very rough. Unfortunately, it's been water damaged, but at the same time, crossword puzzle books are scarce. I mean, we know that for a fact. So I shall keep this one in the collection, and I'll put it as an upgrade rather than not have one at all. But thankfully, crossword puzzle books from this sort of era generally are about £5 to £8 each, if they're in really nice condition. So this one can just be here literally on borrowed time until a better one should come my way. But yeah, he's pretty duff. If that was a normal fiction, I would just get rid of it. I'd dump it. I wouldn't even put it out for sale at £1 or anything. But because it's a crossword book, worth keeping. Here's an author I quite like. It's Robert Van Gulik. He did the Judge Dee mysteries. This, I believe, is the first one in Penguin. Penguin did 3, I believe, and then the rest came out as Panthers. Even had its own TV series in the 60s, but I don't think it exists anymore. Now, just looking at the cover there, the little corner bits come away there like that. So I'm going to put a little blob of glue in there. First time using the glue today, so let's see how we get on. Oh yeah, he's all right. I did remember to clean it at the end of the last video, so we should be all right. So, whereas we've been having some very, very hot days in the garden, including the last video we shot, today the weather has very much changed and it's been raining pretty much all day. No other marks in that, was there? Yeah, it's been raining pretty much all day, which is a bit rubbish. So if you hear the odd raindrop on the studio ceiling, that's what it is. Now, I got a new camera yesterday in the post, and it's very, very nice. God, that's a lovely copy of that. That is a corker. Look at that. Wow. One I haven't got as well. Yeah, I got a new camera yesterday. Now, I'm still getting to grips with it because it's much, much more complicated than what I'm used to just using a mobile phone. My current phone is not... My current filming phone is actually my old phone. But it does shoot in 4K, which is why I've upped all my videos to 4K nowadays. God, I can't get over what a beautiful copy this one is of Rebecca. Beautiful. Look at that. Look how sharp that is. Little rub on the spine there, but that is beautiful. What year is this? 1962. Considering it's 62 years old as we film this, that is in stunning condition for a key book as well. That's a real beauty, that one. Very nice indeed. Let's hope there's a few more in that condition. Yeah, so I've got the new camera, and it's a proper sort of digital camera. You know, it's a dedicated camera for stills and video. It is not a phone. So it's going to take a little bit of a learning curve. You know, I'm going to set aside some time each day to get better and better at it. I've just updated the firmware first of all, so it's got the latest firmware in, and the brand in question that I bought was a Panasonic Lumix. It's the S5 Mark II, and it comes very, very highly recommended, and it's good for stills and video. So obviously we'll get to see that in the fullness of time once I've got myself a bit more au fait with it. So we're going to see a few of these in this particular 100. I think we're going to see at least 3, which is by Anthony Poole, and it's the one of the parts to A Dance to the Music of Time. It's not the first part. I think it's actually part 2, The Acceptance World. Great series. They've all got Osbert Lancaster covers, and the series in total was 12 books. But sadly, and I don't really know why, Penguin only published 9 of them, and then Paul moved to Fontana, and they then reprinted the whole lot. And the Fontana set, which came out about 1975, I believe, is the first uniform set of them all outside of the hardbacks. So the hardbacks themselves are absolutely gorgeous, and there's 12 books, and they're highly collectible. But I think a paperback set is also very, very nice to have. And so it's just a shame that Penguin never did them all. Absolute travesty, really. And there must be a reason behind it. What that reason is, I just don't know, and I'd like to know. And maybe there's something in the Penguin archives about it, you know? Or maybe one of the viewers, maybe you've read Anthony Poole's autobiography. There's 4 volumes of it, and I wonder if he mentions about moving from Penguin to Fontana in one of his autobiographies. That would be really interesting, wouldn't it? I might try and research that a little bit more, because it's something I've always wanted to know. So as I said last video, we are in a way fighting against a bit of a deadline, because I'm looking to get all of these books processed as quickly as possible so that I can take along my doubles to the Penguin Collectors Show. And the paperback show the very next day in Wiltshire. At least that is the plan. So I want to get them done ASAP, really. This one's a little bit rougher. Yeah, it's a bit grubby, that one, so let's move that pile over there. This separate pile can be polished, so a bit like last time, we'll keep a little running pile of books that are going to benefit from having a little polish, just to take off the muck. Line in the cellar. Another one which I think has got a few little stains on it, will benefit from a little polish. 6 Great Advocates. This one I know I've got. Recognise the cover. It's always tricky rubbing out when the pencil is right near the corner. But else that's okay. Another crossword book. This looks a bit mucky on the front, but definitely better than the other one. I think we'll be able to give this one a polish as well. Yeah, that's in great shape, that one, compared to the other crossword book and crossword books in general. Just give that a little polish. I think that'll make the marks in it. I think that'll get a lot of that up, you know, so it can go in that pile over there. Lawrence van der Post. Well, I haven't got a lot of rubber left. We've been, I don't think it's ever seen so much action. And it's one I don't actually have a spare of. I get them from my local art shop, actually. Yeah, a bit like last time, the photograph covers tend to show the dirt. Another classic here, Jamaica Inn. Yeah, I get the rubbers from my local art shop, and they're really good. They're only like, you know, £1 or something like that. And last time I was there, I picked up 2, but one is already gone. And it's just particularly good. They're like artist ones, so they're like, it's a particular one, a soft polymer rubber, and you can get them online, but I like to support my local art shop if I can, you know. If there's one thing I love, it's art supplies. I have no real need for them these days, you know, but that's okay. I was just wondering if it needed a polish, but it doesn't. This is a very similar series to the Music of Time, the CP Snow Strangers and Brothers series. I think this is the very first one, actually. It might be, anyway. Actually, no, it's not, but it's part of that run. And I've got some of them. In fact, I bought a little job lot of them off eBay, and it was pretty cheap as well. And I've got a friend who's looking to, another YouTuber actually, who's looking to have the Penguin run off me. And I said, well, I'm still going through them at the moment, but this one on the face of it wasn't too bad, but look at the top of the spine. I'm pretty sure it's one that I've got, but a shame. If you're right as a reader, here's another one in that run, The Affair. Yeah, not perfect. 1962. Gidget. Now, one thing we haven't had to do yet is take off any tape. Now, I don't want to jinx it, but so far I haven't spotted any. So that's definitely good news, isn't it? I hope we've seen the back of it. Though I'm sure there's bound to be some which have got tape on. Okay. The soft voice of the serpent. sea change. Oh, look at that. Signed. Look, 25p signed. Look at that. Elizabeth Jane Howard. Wow. Would you believe it? I'll take out that bit. But who'd have thought it? Don't come across. I did say, actually, when I bought this collection, I thought I'd be surprised if there wasn't one or two out of so many penguins that were signed. And this is actually the first one we've come across. Look at that. Right on the title page. Elizabeth Jane Howard. Look at that. How cool is that? Thing is, do we know if that's actually her signature? Let me pause and look it up. Okay, so I went on to eBay, and there's one there. That's Something in Disguise by Elizabeth Jane Howard. And look at that, the signature is the same. How cool is that? Very cool indeed. I think you'll agree. Brilliant. That was a little Brucey bonus, wasn't it? I'm very pleased with that. Right. Clicking of Cuthbert. A Woodhouse. Shame there wasn't a PG Woodhouse sign. That would have been really something, wouldn't it? But I'm pleased with that. That's really nice. Do love a good signed penguin. I don't have many. I've got a couple signed by Freeman Wills Crofts. And there was one which was a penguin signed by Agatha Christie. But sadly that went for over 500, which was a little bit out of my budget at the time, and also there was no sort of provenance with it at all either, so you take a bit of a punt, don't you, with someone like Agatha Christie. That, I mean, there was no way anyone would bother like forging that, so that's very cool indeed. Oh Christ, I just spotted a tiny bit of tape. Oh dear. It's Magi tape. Oh no. Yeah, we can't do anything with that. We have to leave it on, unfortunately. Because Magi tape is tears when it comes off. Just a smidgen is what was required there, just to wedge that in and hopefully keep the tape in place. Since it's flicking up. How annoying. That's stuck down now at last. Blimmin' heck. Yeah, looks like it got it in the end, but what a palaver. Right. Don't think I've ever seen this one before. Olivia by Olivia. A modern classic. Definitely one I've not got. So it's extra special. It's really nice, that. I love the Penguin Modern Classics, I really do. All fall down. Movie time. I've been thinking about doing a Penguin movie tie-in video, I've got I've got a pretty good run of them, really, you know. I don't think there's any off the top of my head that I'm missing, you know, in the vintage department anyway. Movie tie-ins are really collectible these days. Lots of people just collect movie and TV tie-ins. I mean, I've loved them, always. In fact, I sort of collected them before I even collected paperbacks, in all honesty, when I give that a polish. So I've always been a fan of them. So I think that'll be quite a fun and informative video, that one. And I've thought about doing it for Pan as well. Pan also did some movie tie-ins, but I don't think I've got all of them. But I do have quite a few. I've got enough to make a video, I think. I'm going to slide that pile over there. One of the famous trowels. Looks like it needs a bit of a polish, this one. A bit of a polish required on that. Death and the Visiting Fireman. Men, even. Big little ring on it. Look at that. Someone's dropped or stood a bottle on it or something like that. So that one is going to be polished. This is interesting. So look, 1756, but Alan has probably written inside 1774. So they may have mucked up the numbering on this, which Penguin did a bit. Yeah, that's 1774 on the spine. But on their first page, it's 1756. So a little anomaly there. But yeah, that can be polished, that one. This is one I have got. An F. Scott Fitzgerald. Very nice indeed. Yeah, it's probably worth giving a polish as well, that one, since it's F. Scott. Yeah, it was nice copy of that one. Not one I know. Elspeth Huxley, Flame Trees of Thika. That's a nice jacket, isn't it? Looks a very nice copy of this one. Once again, it's one I definitely haven't got. I would have recognised it. that one a polish as well. Another modern classic here. Nice striking cover. Gotta say, the actual condition of these books is so much better than what we've seen. It's every sort of 100 that we do, the condition of them gets better and better, which is great news for us because there's less horrible tape to sort out and spines needing regluing and things like that, you know. That's fine. All in a lifetime. Another very, very nice copy indeed. Beautiful. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Still not quite halfway yet. Look, this first one with very obvious tape. This is literally the first one, apart from that one earlier with the Magi tape. So we'll count our blessings that we've not had more to do. It's a shame because this is a key book again. Frenchman's Creek. I mean, Du Maurier's, you know, still read widely today, you know, particularly in my part of the country. Yeah, he's a little loose, but that's why it was taped up, but it's as good as it can be. Another crossword book. Blimey, that's the third one today. I haven't had any of those ones, I'm sure of it. The ones that we've seen today, I don't think I had any of them, so these will all be additions to my collection. Apart from being a little bit grubby, that one's not too bad, so once again I'll pop it in the polish pile. Polish rather, over there. If I ever cease to love. Well, may just have to take off this little collar. It's getting in the way. Usually when they get that low, I don't like to use them too much, but we have no option. I think when they're like this, I lack a little bit of control on the rubber, but it is going to prolong its life. There's loads of it left yet, so. Yeah, that's a nice copy of that one. Our Man in Havana. I love these editions. They are just magic. And what's this inside? Complete insurance services. So someone's used that as a little bookmark. I actually have a copy of this, and it's an advanced review copy of this particular one, which I was particularly pleased to get. It's an absolute minter as well. But that's fine. That's good. Heart of the matter, another graham green. These graham greens sold very, very well, so they're not uncommon at all. You know, you could pick up a whole run of them without too much trouble. Just for the record. Quite a thin little volume, that one. Lord Peter views the body. That's Peter Wimsey, isn't it? Oh, Dorothy Sayers. was, of course, Penguin number 5, The Unpleasantness at the Bologna Club, which, having read that recently, is a little bit dated. Thurber, sadly in a bit of a rough state, this one. Yes, quite the rough old copy, sadly. Rounded corners and tears. Yes, it's come in for a bit of abuse, as this particular book. And we do not approve. Yeah, that's about as good as we're going to get, and we'll put it in the to be polished pile as well, I think. Not a great example. Closed Circuit, which is a Romic. Yeah, Romic Marber. I thought it looked like his cover design. He did so much good stuff for Penguin in the 1960s. Really, really nice. Among the Dahlias. Perfect. Let's slide this little pile over. Ready for the next Anthony Poole, which is what's become a wearing. Nice. A History of Polar Exploration. Wow. Okay. I've got a little map inside as well. Delicately get the place and date out without damaging the map. Yep, nice copy of that one. Another CP Snow. It's funny how so many of the CP Snows have been in not the greatest of shape. I wonder if the previous owner, Alan, was a fan and read them. Because I do hear they are very good, but yet to try them. The goddamn white man. Oh, look, a bit of tape. Oh no. Yeah, a bit beaten up that one, but nothing we can really do about it. I don't think I've got it. It's just going to be on the upgrade list. Another one with some tape here. Lovely, got a nice copy of that one. Once we got the tape off. Murder in Pastiche. Ooh, another one with tape. Blimmin' hell, that's like 3 in a row, isn't it? That's it. I want a refund. Slightly grubby covers on that. Sadly. Yeah, it might be worth a little polish on that one, so we can go in the to be polished pile. Power and the Glory. Another one which is a little bit the worse for wear. Yeah, not great, but it'll do. It'll do. Soviet short stories. Oh. Don't recognise this one. There we are. And one more Graham Greene, quite American. This one's in slightly bare neck. Actually, thinking about it, it may be that the reason that the Graham Greens are a bit worn out is because I do know that Alan, the previous owner, was a Graham Greene fan. He collected him in first edition. So that may well be why the Graham Greens are all quite well read. It's because these were his go-to editions to read Graham Greene when he fancied one, I reckon. Right, The Scapegoat, Daphne du Maurier. Seen a few by her today. And that one is absolutely perfect. And an Iris Murdoch, I haven't got this one. The Flight from the Enchanter. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah. Gonna benefit from a brush. That one, a bit of a dusty top. Thurber Country. I didn't realise that Penguin published so many books by James Thurber. There's been loads, isn't there? Nice. My Cousin Rachel, another classic Daphne du Maurier. Another one really, really nice shape. Beautiful. That'll do. To this one, which is very grubby, straight off Malcolm Lowry. One I haven't got either. A bit frustrating. Yeah, grubby. So I'll put that in the polish pile. We might be able to do something with it, although I'm not holding my breath. A shot in the dark. Nothing to be done. Hangman's Holiday. Look at this. Feels almost new. This feels absolutely tip-top shape. I wonder if this is unread as well. It feels like it. You know when you occasionally get those books, I call them time machine books. I don't think this is quite time machine, but it's a very, very nice copy indeed of that one. Beautiful. Yes, they're nice when they're like that. Now what's going on here? The Little World of Don Calamino. It looks like it's laminated or something. No, it is. Oh my goodness. Oh no. Oh, oh. Ugh. Well, we've had a couple of books be laminated, haven't we, in this collection? As we know, we're not fans. But thankfully, it does seemingly come off quite easily. But I think we're going to need a bit of a miracle to get this book looking any decent. Miracles, you know, are not easy to perform. The impossible, however, we do on a regular basis. Ugh. Why? Oh dear, it's flying off at me now. Why? There we are. Well, I don't think I've got it. I might have it, but I don't think I have. In which case, I'll keep it because it doesn't look too bad on the shelf. But it is a filler only. And in fact, looking at it from this angle, I'm going to pop it in the to be polished pile as well. Right, this one I have got. Nice, someone classic, not one I've got, which is cool. Lovely, very nice copy indeed of that one. The Mountain is Young. Another nice copy. God, really heavy. How many pages in this? 540 odd. It just feels like take your arm off, you know what I mean? You'd think I'd be trained to handle heavy books nowadays, wouldn't you? But this one somehow seemingly has taken me by surprise. Right, John Brain, author of Room at the Top, wasn't it? Yeah, from Room at the Top. There we are. We knew. We remembered. Lovely. All right, I'm going to decant these over to the piles. I'm doing really well. Okay. Ballerina. A ballerina with tape. Yes. Not bad. Not bad. Shame about the tape. Another dance to the music of time. I said we're going to see a few this particular video. I said I've never tried them, they're just magic. Really so good. They are excellent. And these editions are really nice as well. Here's the first one in the series. If you're going to try it, this is it. Question of Upbringing. Introduces all the key characters that you follow throughout the 12 books. From school to death through the Second World War. Lovely. Bridge to the Sun. This is one I don't recognise. Also looks like a film tie-in. Yeah, the Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer film. Carol Baker and James Shigetti. Never heard of it. Bridge to the Sun. Not heard of it at all. No pockets in a shroud. Little bit of like residue of some sort. That's quite a good one to get. Billy Liar, sort of a classic penguin to have in first edition, actually. Yeah, 1962. Remember studying that one at school. Carson McCullers, The Member of the Wedding. Yeah, it's nice. The Widow's Broom. Another slightly worn CP Snow again. How interesting. I'm certain Alan must have been reading these himself, you know. Which will let him off. I might keep all these copies myself and give it a try. Put them back for me to give a try too. Yeah, this one's actually got water damp at some point. I'll give it a polish as well, but not looking great. The Albert Camus, though, this one looks alright, nice and sharp. Yeah, nice. Coffin scarcely used. Don't recognise this one. Tiny bit coming away at the bottom of the spine. Use my bit of paper to get the glue started again. Here we go. Case of the Dangerous Dowager. An old Stanley Gardner that doesn't appear at first glance to be falling to bits, like so many of them. Yeah, really nice. My turn to make the tea. This one's a bit worn, sadly. Yeah, it looks as if the spine's coming away a little bit. Yeah, I think it may have already been re-glued, you know, at some point, but definitely an averagey copy, that one. Let me move these into the stacks. Almost onto the last wedge, so the ha-ha, as Alan Partridge would say, ha-ha. Yeah, that's all right. Courtroom USA. Looking a little dusty, this one. £7.5p. Yeah, I think we'll give that one the polish as well. Another grime green into the affair. Yeah, that's nice. No room in the arc. It's one of those ones I used to keep seeing on my travels, this one. But I bet when I get my copy out, it won't be that good. This one does feel quite worn, so it would need to be really bad to be an improver on mine. Busman's Honeymoon, a big thick one. Bandula. Elephant Bill was his name. My granddad knew this author quite well. I've got some signed books by him, which were my granddad's, in my collection. stuff. Right, last little run. Roy Fuller, The Second Curtain. Yeah, it's a shame, but due to time constraints and basically cleaning these against the clock, I haven't got time to show you my comparison process. But you know, you did see it in one of the videos that I did earlier from this collection. This is another one of those books that's got a few like little flecks or something on it. Which come off with a scrape of the old thumbnail. There we are. A nice copy. Don Camillo's Dilemma. I wonder what the dilemma is. No, Don Camillo and the Prodigal Son. Right, Very Queen. Yeah, a bit rough that one. I give it a polish. Might jive it up a little bit. Have his carcass. Oh dear. Bliss and Other Stories. don't recognise this one. Nice. Let's put a few of these up on the stack there. No B formats in this particular 100 books, interestingly. Another one by Romic Marber. Bit rough that. I like this cover, look at that. That's cool, isn't it? Lovely, very nice. Sober as a judge, Governor. Much in evidence. I've got these in a box set, I believe. It's a ring on it, but it's not a glossy cover, so nothing we can do about that. Fielding's Folly. The last one, The Career of David Noble. Lovely. Right. Next job then, we'll pull the books that we're going to be polishing and give them a good buffing. Right, we'll try and find a clean bit of cloth again. Definitely getting harder. I might need to give this one a wash. Our first target. So we've got about 20 books, I think, to polish, something like that. So we'll give them a go. Some of them I think will be improvers. Others, well, it is what it is, really. Yeah, these are all going to be the ones ending up in the upgrade list, if I haven't already got them. So that one with the big ring on, it does seem to be coming off. It came off a little bit. I was hoping that that would come up a bit brighter than it has. Last couple to be polished anyway. I say I wouldn't do it on them all, but certain ones, if they're a bit dusty or if they've got the odd stain on, a little bit of Mr. Sheehan can really do wonders if the cover is laminated, you know. Or if the book is just carrying a little bit of dirt with it. Looks like a pencil mark on the back, which I missed. Quality control, so you can get the stuff. Right, so that's all the books polished anyway. The ones that we were going to polish. So I think we'll give these ones the brush first of all, since they're right here. Put the ones that I've done over there. This is the mucky part, isn't it? So, as we approach the end of another cleaning video, hope you've enjoyed this one. Some good books, isn't there? That signed one was a little bonus, wasn't it? I was not expecting that. I'm going to put a tiny bit of glue in that one. Running repairs, running repairs. Lovely. Yeah, that was good. Had some nice Graham Greens and Anthony Pauls and CP Snows and some beautiful Daphne de Mauriers, I think you'll agree. So once again, I ask you, if you've not already, do please hit the subscribe button. It really does help the channel long term. Give the video a like if you have enjoyed it. If you really want to support my work, you can go to my main channel and become a Patreon or YouTube channel member, or you can leave a super thanks right on this video here, should you wish to. But Patreon is preferred. Obviously, thank you very much for watching today. I'm going to be back next week, and where are we? We're going to be doing Penguins 1800 to 1900, although we have still got some puffins to do, so I do need to do those as well as a matter of urgency. So when I'm absolutely fed up, maybe once I've hit 2,000 penguins, then I'll do the next 100 puffins, which is puffin 300 to 400, I believe, and beyond. But until then, thank you very much for watching today, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.